Good morning. Happy Monday. Blessed day, period. We're blessed. We're blessed. I often say that we're blessed to be here because we truly are. When we think about what we take for granted, the fact that we can wake up early or wake up late or wake up right on time, nonetheless we wake up. And I feel like when we do, we should be ever so grateful and thankful that we can. And that we can, take life on with a renewed attitude toward just how precious and valuable it is. So today is November 10th. Happy birthday to Monique Wallace, if you ever get to see this. And happy belated birthday to my brother, which was yesterday. Today is November 10th. It's Monday. And yesterday we received sad news about Myles Munroe, Dr. Myles Munroe, and his beloved wife. I understand that their Lear jet that was heading towards the airport in the Bahamas crashed into a crane and exploded on contact. And there were 9 casualties, 9 souls on that flight, all equally as important to God and to their loved ones and to, everyone that they touch with their lives. When people leave here, it's as real as it gets. When we lose loved ones and friends and associates, it's always uncomfortable and shocking news. It's sad news, and it's a time for you to go, oh my, it's happening more and more. And the older you get, the more you see and the more you lose, the more you gain in so many ways, because again, life is precious and it's a blessing. You gain so much with each rising of the sun and each fall of the sun. You gain so much. You gain opportunities. You gain the opportunity for a new start, new wisdom, new mercies, new grace. Every day we gain, and every day we also lose some things and some people. And so just consider, let me wrap this up to saying that I know that you're grateful. Most people who are living are so glad to be among the land of the living. And grateful that, that they didn't leave here and tragically or before their time or in their youth or in their tender ages. My neighbors, co-workers, granddaughter, 5 years old, was in a car accident with her mom, who was pregnant, and the 5-year-old little girl didn't make it. She didn't even get a chance to find out who she was, to explore it, to walk into it, to tap into her greatness, to walk in her purpose. When you wake up, you've experienced the greatest miracle ever, life. So try not to take it for granted. Sometimes we just jump up and leap out of bed and just charge towards what life expects of us and what we want out of it. But sometimes you just need to lay flat and get still and be still and get peaceful and have no thoughts at all. Just empty yourself. And then, enter into this great epiphany about the value and the priceless gift of life and how God allowed you to be here. I thank God for everything, for every moment, for every opportunity, for every escape, for His grace and mercy, for the mistakes that I have made, that He has forgiven me for and covered me through. I thank God tremendously. So when you have the opportunity, if you didn't do it in the moment that you opened your eyes, I mean, sometimes it's so good to have a natural alarm clock, so that when you know, it's not your alarm clock going off and, you know, summoning you to jump up and leap up and get to where you have to go on time, but to just lay there and just be, and just put your mind and heart on the beauty and the treasure and the value and the gift of life and the hand of God, and enter into your own personal expression of worship, of gratitude. You know, give him the glory. He is worthy. Dr. Myles Munroe walked in his purpose with his soulmate beside him, and has had the opportunity to plant seeds in so many lives through his work, through his ministry, through his empowerment, through his motivational speaking, and through his literary accomplishments. So as a writer myself, as an author, I understand the importance of the books that come through us, because they're not about us. They are about the recipient, the audience. Those who receive it can get value from it and can really, you know, take advantage of true application skills to make a difference in their life, in their purpose, in their destiny, in their legacy. Only what you do for Christ will last. And get this, doesn't mean that you need to necessarily be in the pulpit or on the praise team. It doesn't mean that you shouldn't. But when we think of only what we do for Christ will last, loving somebody is doing something for Christ. It matters to him the level of compassion that we walk in one for another. It matters to him the servitude that rests in each and every soul. It matters. So when you're kind, when you're helpful, when you're of service to someone else, when you're selfless, even without realizing it, you've done something beautiful before the eyesight of God. Those are the things that will last. Not what you, no, I want to say not what you do publicly, because what you do publicly and privately all have impact. People need to witness and see and understand the move of God, the mark of God on your life, on all of our lives, you see. But just doing it from a pure place, you know, pure of carnal motives, you know. And it's hard to do that. We all like recognition. We like to be rewarded, and that's okay. It works. But what happens is when you have a transformation inside, in your mind, in your spirit, the fountain from which you draw to quench the thirst of others comes from a very different place. And until you arrive there, you may or may not get it. But when you arrive there, it'll just be automatic, autonomous, the things that you do, no strings attached. I'm Sonia Ward. Thank you for visiting my channel and listening to this video. My condolences and heartfelt prayers to the family, loved ones, associates, members, and viewers of the Dr. Myles Munroe and Mrs. Myles Munroe, of your ministry and of your business, and all of the souls that are on that plane. I don't have the names, but I will research it and I'll share it in a comment below. Pray for their families, pray for their loved ones, pray for their colleagues, people that they touched, the pilot, the co-pilot, and all the others on board. And ironically, there was a photograph taken right before that flight took off. How precious, how valuable was that very last opportunity to smile and leave the mark of joy behind for others to see. That is what our life should represent. The mark of joy for others. The hope through our own footsteps and footprints for others to see that God is still God, and He sits on the throne, and He is a miracle worker. And every day that you wake up, you're that miracle. If you like my channel, please subscribe to it. Click like and share it with a friend. Once again, I thank you tremendously. God bless you, and stay safe and stay prayed up. And, keep thanking Him. Keep thanking Him, because He's worthy. Worthy to be praised.